Mic check. Mic check. Yo 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 yo. Hold on, we're getting this set up still. Mic, yo, mic check. Mic is hot. This mic is hot. All right, hopefully it's not too roomy. We'll check it out later in post. Gather around, everybody. Gather around. Backing into it, okay? It's been a while. It's been a long time, okay? A lot of shit's happened. We're gonna get back into this, okay?
He's so toxic. Look at how he talks about the LGBTQ community. How rude. Jesus would never say that. Okay, I'm on the front line, better know that. I get a lot of hate for the blowback, but I don't really care, it's a known fact. I ain't really in it for the money, I'm a cold cat. They say I'm toxic, ayy, I'm chopping this beat like Bobby Flay. You don't want beef, I'm not the place. Serve God, my boss is on display.
How are we looking?
Okay,
Pretty
giving
good,
everybody the
okay.
truth, a minute to win and I ain't never giving up. Ayy, you better repent and never return until you sin.
All this is a fucking mess.
So many people again to burn up in the flames. Are you a part of the lump, huh? You don't want to see that dump. You don't want to drink that cup, ayy. Green dot with the optic, ayy. Serve God, no gothic, ayy. Some of y'all off, no logic, ayy. I'ma serve God, I'm toxic, ayy.
Take my turntables.
I'm toxic, I'm toxic. They say I'm toxic, ayy. I'm toxic, ayy. I'm toxic, I'm toxic. I guess I'm toxic, ayy. Ain't with the LGBTQ. Y'all ain't gonna make it, believe me, you. You will never see me.
That fucking lyric cracks me up every fucking time.
They say I'm toxic. Ooh, I talk to the youth like Dr. Seuss. If you my God, that's not good news. If you're born a girl, you're not a dude. Okay, listen. Better believe and leave the weed smoke. You need to be woke. I'm independent, I'm in it when I said it, and I don't need to be broke. Okay, I'm living in the middle of a war. I got a gun, I don't need me cloak. People wanna see me choke, but y'all don't wanna see these smoke. Ooh. Green dot with the optic, ayy. Serve God, no gothic, ayy. Some of y'all off, no logic, ayy. I'ma serve God, I'm toxic, ayy. I'm toxic. They say I'm toxic. Ay.
All right, everybody gather around. I need to share the stream out. We'll start this sumbitch. How's everybody doing? Man, I have a lot of articles. I don't even know where to start. Oh shit. Gather around, everybody. Gather around. Yes, yes, yes. I am back. I was never gone. I'm busy. I've had a life. It's been around. Enough about me though. The show's not about me in my life. I'll show you some videos of Portland later. Yes, I was in Portland. The YouTube is important. Share a link to it, everybody. Hit that share button. Okay, once I God, this song's good. Too bad it's by a fucking furry. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody's having a wonderful time. I know. But it feels kind of good. I haven't fucking streamed in forever. This exposition, this talking to myself, I miss it. Only thing I don't miss is this fucking reverb in this room. Dude, this is so obnoxious. There's just a bunch of bare walls around me, so it's really echoey. Beautiful background scenery. I'll hook you guys up. Waterfalls. All I got to tell you about Portland is waterfalls, okay? Falls, they're beautiful. I've been lied to. Torrell Falls is where I went. Look at this. Can't see it, my picture's over it. Now a nature stream. Oh, that's me. Proof I was there. It was so fucking windy. Look at my pant legs. Rip drone. That drone, rip. Fucking goddamn most gorgeous thing I've ever seen in my fucking life. Alright, enough of my home movies, right? You guys don't want to watch this. Yes, instead. Oh my god, and the water's just fucking pouring on me. It's intense. Enough of the waterfalls. Okay. I know they're gorgeous. I haven't done this in a while. Give me a break. I appreciate my 3 viewers for being here, though. Yo, 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 it's your boy Radmod back once again talking about elves. What, that's a terrible fucking intro. I got distracted by my fucking stupid. Can't have anything nice, right? Fuck my life. Oh my god, who would have done such an edit? Why would somebody be calling these peaceful protesters elves? Well, because Lord of the Rings has a race problem. Lord of the Rings doesn't understand Amazon doesn't understand the point of fantasy. Peter Jackson. I don't think Lord of the Rings would be careful words there. He says industry. He doesn't say like to the movers and shakers, the money people demand. I'm going to be honest with you guys. So we have this article from The Conversation totally debunking Lord of the Rings, debunking the backlash. Well, don't worry, guys. I use my infinite rebunk. Instantly rebunks a debunked conspiracy and prevent a conspiracy from being debunked for the remainder of the game. Sorry, sweetie. It's been rebunked. This article never addresses the complaint about lack of beards. Guys, everyone's talking about it. On the dwarves. Female dwarves have beards. Female dwarves have... I've been shouting this at my wife constantly. I feel bad for her. Oh, no, my God. No wonder why. Looking at one of the authors of this article, no wonder they came to this conclusion. They're referencing themselves. This article is kind of a circle jerk, but let's jump into this dumpster fire. Debunking the backlash against non-white actors in Amazon's new adaptation. How about the fucking lack of bearded dwarves, you asshole? Oh, we're not talking about that. Well, that's a major important part. You completely skim right over it because you're a racist. And you... J.R.R. Tolkien's much-loved fantasy Lord of the Rings is a work of epic scale portraying races of imaginary beings in the medieval-esque setting of Middle-earth, accumulating in a battle of good against evil. Peter Jackson's film adaptations in early 2000s established the iconography and aesthetics that many fans grew up with and are almost considered sacred. And that's why we must burn them, right? That's why you hate them. We can never make Lord of the Rings today. It's too white. Yeah, everyone knows. You guys know what all the European history lore is what it's based upon. My main thing is, well, how come we can't make a movie that reflects a modern day audience? it's why can't we make these worlds reflect real life? They're fantasy. They're not supposed to reflect real life. There's dragons. There's no dragons in real life. Now Amazon's new adaptation of Tolkien's world is coming to our screens in September. Lord help us. The Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power, recent reports and new releases from the trailer have revealed more details about plotlines and ramping the anticipation. But it is the diverse casting, which includes non-white actors playing an elf and a female dwarf, which caused an uproar in certain quarters of the Tolkien fandom. Yeah. Well, hold on. It's not just the elf. It's a short-haired elf. Why? Does he have an elven do-rag? Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Come on. And a female dwarf. What? Why? Explain to me why they have to be black. So it reflects real life. Well, hold on. But in real life, people have melanin from the intense sunbeams coming at them. How has that happened to fucking dwarves? Yeah, everyone made these arguments. You guys know them. Leave a comment down below. What's your worst take about this? Which has caused an uproar in certain quarters of the Tolkien fandom. Some fans argue that Tolkien never described elves, dwarves, or hobbits as anything but white, and claim that the casting is disrespectful to his books. But this argument is flawed in two ways. Let's correct. Let's correct them, guys. Oh, my audio keeps dropping? What do you mean? It needs to be louder. I can turn it up. First, these are imaginary creatures which are not always clearly described in the original books. Oh, not always clearly described. So if one time we didn't describe them, then that means we can make them however they want. Tolkien was more interested. How do you know what he was more interested in? Where's the quote of him saying that? There is no quote. That's bullshit. Otherwise, you would have had a quote. If they had a quote backing this up, there'd be one. This is an utter lie. I'm saying it. Still, there is some evidence of dark-skinned... There's some evidence! Listen, guys, you don't think there is caravans in medieval Europe? You don't think that black people never traveled to the central part of Europe and just existed? Oh, it's trade caravans. Hello. But still, some evidence. In the drafts of the Silmarillion, the prologue to the Lord of the Rings. Oh yeah, I'm sure there is. Second, even Tolkien had specified that all elves, dwarves, and hobbits were white. It wouldn't matter. Oh really? Even if he... Really? So we can just... We could just screw the lore, I guess. Even if he said literally they have to be white, it wouldn't matter. Adaptations are original cultural products that can imitate, question, rewrite, or interpret source material in various ways. Each adaptation is a new text, and each is an opportunity to update outdated and unacceptable tropes. What's this? The trope of a white setting? That's such a trope. Whites existing is a trope. Find ways to represent and normalize non-white characters, reinventing Tolkien for the 21st century. As adaptation theory scholar Linda Hutchinson has shown, adaptation offers the pleasure of repetition with variation. For example, 2005, Nigerian-British actor was cast as Prometheus in the Greek tragedy. Really? Was he? I mean, but hold on. Wasn't he like... I didn't see the movie. I'm doubting that. I don't think this is a lie. This version of the play represents... Oh, it's a play. Never mind. With black Prometheus in chains, bringing up images of slavery. Further adding layers of complexity to the Titan who suffered for humanity. It will be interesting to see how Amazon will use these casting choices to interpret critique. Wow. This is just a non sequitur. But as disgruntled fans... Oh, see, now the fans are disgruntled. They're a bunch of racist, disgruntled fans. might reason. If Amazon must have a diverse cast in its drama, why not stick to having actors of color play characters that are dark-skinned in Tolkien's text? I'll tell you why. These people think dwarves are black people. I don't know why they keep thinking that. Not dwarves, I mean orcs. They keep thinking orcs are black people. They're not. They're orcs. I'm so frustrated with the fucking the trope that like orcs are black people. I hate that because I grew up playing World of Warcraft and Warcraft games, and orcs were green skinned, and they were like green skinned monsters with like giant teeth, and I never thought of them as being anywhere nearly similar, closely at all. Thought they resembled black people. Never crossed my mind at all. Until I met these online leftists, and they started talking about that and telling me it's like, what? Green skin is not dark brown skin, you assholes. It's clear. It's like purple skin. It's like what elves are: purple skin, green skin. It's mythical skin colors here. Anyway, sorry, I go off on a rant. If Amazon must have a diverse cast, why not stick to having actors of color play characters who are dark skinned in Tolkien's text? I'm gonna tell you why. Because you're gonna say orcs, but that would perpetuate and reinforce the racialized view of good and evil in Middle Earth. Who says that? Who says who? Where? But that would perpetuate and reinforce the racialized view of good and evil. No, nobody says the black people have to be bad. Despite Tolkien's overall message of friendship and cooperation, and despite his raging against Nazis, okay, the face of Middle Earth is invariably, the face of evil is non-white, non-European. Whoa, where does this non-European come from? Tolkien's portrayal of orcs, a legion of evil creatures, and the men who allies against them Sauron, uses many stereotypes associated with Orientalism. I mean, yeah, I guess if some of the, like, you talking like Return of the King stuff? You could say it's vaguely Oriental. I thought it was more Middle Eastern, kinda. It just seemed like not European-centered. Yes, that is true. It is a European-centered place. And then your outsiders have this foreign armor that he referenced, yeah, Middle Eastern stuff and like Asian shit. What do you want? You want to invent stuff? I guess so. British imperialism. What? Reproducing this white/non-white divide along moral lines. Who says that has to be along moral lines? Maybe this is your fucking chance for you to have these, first of all, you could display all the non-white people as, good. This would be your chance. You don't have to display them as evil. Oh, okay. So they don't want to break Tolkien's universe by having the foreigners be good people sometimes and having complex lives and backstories for them. Instead, we're gonna make dwarves black. Yes, because that's better. But Tolkien would have hated it even if we somehow knew what Tolkien would have thought about Amazon's new series, it wouldn't matter. Oh my god, these people are just so full of themselves. Look at this. The author sold the rights during his lifetime and signed away the rights to substantial influence over all new. Fuck them is pretty much what they're saying here. Is fuck them. Who cares? We have the rights now, baby. We're gonna have. But some believe Tolkien's writing a mythology for England. Some believe. It's just some. Yeah, you mean everyone believes that because that's what Tolkien was doing. He was writing a mythology for England. And that's what it is. And that's kind of what it is, I'll be honest with you. And uses myths and texts from Germanic cultures that had nothing to do with people of color. However, Tolkien never actually referred to his own work this way. This phrase was introduced by his biographer In 1951, a letter to a potential editor, Tolkien stated that he had intended to dedicate his work to England. But in the same letter he wrote, he wanted to leave space for other minds and hands to contribute to his mythology. Black people. That's what you mean. Where are the Asians? I notice there's a whole lack of Asians in all this fucking shit here. We got, by diversity we mean blacks and not Asians. These people are fucking racist. But why would audience these days think of England as white? Anyway, oh my god! Holy shit, they fucking went there! Holy shit! The country's become a vibrant melting pot. From all the immigration, which people of color are very much a part. Why would a contemporary adaptation not reflect that? Because when people think of England, they think of traditional England. In any case, the idea that people of color were not part of Britain or Northern European in ancient medieval past is false. See, guys, there were fucking trade patterns. See, guys, black people existed in medieval Europe. Therefore, black dwarves existed. This is so fucking stupid. There's plenty of evidence of the diversity of Roman Britain. As an example, there were black Vikings. They were not homogeneous or a pure racial group. Oh my god. And more recently, films such as Thor, based upon superheroes from, oh my god, the Norse god, played by black actors. See, because we had other black people play white roles, it's okay. Why other people abused Northern mythology by making the actors black? Why not here? Literally, that's what they're saying here. Hey, listen, another person committed murder. Why can't I? Great logic. Any adaptations, they're really scraping the bottom of the barrel here, aren't they? An adaptation of a beloved fantasy world as Tolkien's is bound to disappoint some of the purists. You see, if you believe elves live for a long time and dwarves are greedy creatures that live underground, you're a purist. But adaptations are products of their times, and re-envisioning the original material they are based on. Once it airs, the new Amazon series will be critiqued by academics. You mean like the person who wrote this? Like yourselves, the academics and fans alike, for many of its choices regarding plot, characterization, and setting, but judging the casting based on skin color and claiming Middle-earth as exclusively white is not just misguided, it clearly exposes what researcher Helen Young has called fantasy's habits of whiteness. And so, as a popular element of 21st century culture, fantasy's issues with race, racism, and white privilege are subject to the genre not yet fully addressed. Amazon's new series is a step in the right direction. That's how the author would speak, I imagine. So, guys, what do you think? Listen, you think the fans are wrong? Black dwarves. Maybe it's just magic that they just. Hold on. Other people are saying what? Who is the dwarven king at the time? Like Boromir? I don't know their names. He's a white. This is the dwarven princess. But look at color. That means her mother must have been like obsidian black. What the fuck is going on here? This is going to be a dumpster fire. I hope you guys enjoy it. Man, they just... The number one quote people were saying on the trailer is, oh, is it still there? Hold on. Is it still there? Let's go check out the fucking trailer. They turned off comments? They turned off comments, didn't they? There it is. Evil is not capable of creating anything new. It can only distort and destroy what has been invented or made by the forces of good. As filmmakers, as writers, we have no interest whatsoever of putting our junk, our baggage into these movies. We just thought we should take what Tolkien cared about clearly. We should take those and put it into the film. This should ultimately be Tolkien's film. It shouldn't be ours. Peter Jackson. Yeah, this... People are still saying it. Alright, if you guys like this type of content, leave a like down below. Subscribe, share for friends. Rackley Moderate out of here. That felt good. I haven't done that in a while. Holy shit, it's fucking midnight. I got work at fucking 6 a.m. Whatever. Go bust through a bunch of these other articles. Got chat. Yo, it's your boy, Radmod. What the fuck? That's a weird intro. Hey everybody, I'm Radically Moderate, back once again to talk about this article from The Root. Before again, please hit the subscribe button to help this channel grow. Last one was deleted unfairly. But let's jump into this article. Florida police chief fired for being a racist. Oh, I mean, look, guys, he was just exclusively hiring candidates of color. He was probably just trying to do it for equity, diversity, and inclusion. Let's be honest here. Fort Lauderdale. Wow. Police. Wow, my sister. That's where I got family down there. Larry Scatoro, Larry said he had promoted candidates of color in an effort to diversify the department, but the city didn't like it. The city just didn't like it. You know who else didn't like it? All the white candidates you looked over, you racist. That's what's happened, I guess, pretty much, right? You didn't promote more qualified white people, and so the overall department and safety of Fort Lauderdale suffered? Jesus Christ. Fort Lauderdale Police Chief Larry Siroto has been fired for prioritizing minority candidates during his hiring process, CNN reported. He has been accused of overlooking white candidates, but he claimed his intentions were to create a department that reflected the diverse community he served. With that, he had no regrets. He's a proud racist. Proud racist. Wow. According to CNN report, the city hired a law firm to investigate his practices. They found he had hired 15 people between November and August, with 6 being ethnic or gender minorities who were selected for promotions. Larry was also reported to have walls of photos of department staff. He has said that the walls with photos of department staff was too white and had plans to change that. What, were you going to make them tan? From CNN. None of them were promoted because they were a protected class, he said. They were promoted because they were the best candidates. Larry said that he has obtained legal counsel and is planning on filing a wrongful termination against the city. If promoting diversity is the hill I'm going to die on, being racist, I will sleep well tonight. I won't allow them to tarnish reputation. I won't allow them to tarnish my work I've done for 24 years. I've been in this, 24 years as a fucking raging racist. That's scary. In the report, Larry was recalled, narrowing down the 2 candidates of color by deciding which one was blacker. Oh my God! Reported CNN. He denied this allegation, but stood strong in his intention of diversifying the white wall. Larry said, according to the report, he wanted to convince the community that the department was a diverse organization. The witnesses in the investigation weren't too supportive of his methods. According to report, 21 witnesses there said they're aware of his intention of promoting based on race or gender and disapproved of it. Damn. So that's probably some like, he was talking to black people, his black coworkers, and they didn't like him being this racist. So his black coworkers narked on him for being racist and promoting people based on color. Check that out. Some people believed that change was necessary. However, basing promotions based on a person's race or gender would have hurt or undermined those people instead of helping them. Larry was released from the Fort Lauderdale Department on March 3rd. And yeah. Florida man tries to do something good. Any more replies from the Root? 6 of 15. So half the positions went to whites. And that's not enough. Well, hold on. What's the proportionality, man? Half the positions went to whites. It should be 13% should have went to blacks, right? This was a setup by the good old boys in the department. I mean, then why was his black coworkers narking on him? Because they didn't like the diversity effort? Bro, you guys are in denial about how racist you're being. Florida stays wild. All right, if you guys can't stand these racists at the Root, leave a comment down below. Like the video. Please share with your friends. Help this channel grow. I really greatly appreciate it. Rackley Moderate out of here. All right, let's do another one. All right, we're back once again with an article from The Root. High schools in risk of losing AP classes if topics are banned from being taught. What do they mean? Huh? What? Who? Come on, guys. The left, they want to teach critical race theory, which pretty much is anti-whiteness in class, blaming white people. It's just racial. It's racializing the kids, that's for sure. The anti-critical race theory movement and book banning attached to certain... Yeah. You know what? I'm proud of banning books like pornography, okay? You can ban pornography from fucking schools, alright? Some books can be banned, alright? Let's not put our panties on, oh my god, they're banning books. Alright, let's be real here, alright? I hate the government and I hate laws as much as a nurse person. But some things, sometimes there are limits. As much as the left can't stand the fact that there's boundaries and there's not an exception for any... No. Okay, we can't have porn in schools. Attached in certain states threatened to change the way that we see history. You mean in a way that demonizes white people? We tried to make it so that the you know, in 10, 20 years ago, there was a big thing about getting religion taught in schools, and they're trying to backdoor it through, what was it called? What the hell was it called? Not artificial intelligence. Where like God, you couldn't prove that God didn't help. Intelligent design. They were trying to, like, the schools in Texas were trying to get intelligent design put in the textbooks. Intelligent design is that if you look at like the odds of like the human genome forming, like DNA forming randomly in a primordial soup, the odds of it are like 1 in 10 billion. And so maybe like God helped some stuff happen, and he like just kind of God was the lightning bolt that caused the first life to start, and then from all there, evolution. He like sped up evolution. It's kind of like the thing. It's kind of like God helped evolution happen, because evolution's so random. If you think about your DNA, there's like so many different ways your DNA could mutate, and if any one of these mutations, you just die. And so you have to mutate in an intelligent way. If you mutated in an intelligent way, you could cause evolution to happen. Because most mutations just cause the creature to die or do nothing, actually. Because most of our DNA is garbage, so they say. A lot of our DNA is just full of garbage, not useful information. It's like 10% of it's actually useful, they say. But then there's some people who say that's all your memories in your DNA. But anyways, I'm going off on a tangent. As more of these bills go through state legislations, there's no end in sight. However, according to today, College Board announced that any high school that banned required topics in their advanced placement classes could lose their AP designation in a statement of principles. As noted by the College Board, banning any AP required materials would lead to schools losing specific... Oh, cry me a river, who cares? From today, if a school bans topics from their AP course, the AP program removes the AP designation from the course and includes the AP course. All right, I'm already getting bored of this. Oh, these people are so stupid. This is how they write it. AP is animated in deep respect for intelligent freedom of teachers and students alike. If school bans required topics from their AP, well, you guys don't even know what they're banning. For example, concepts of evolution, that the hydrobiology. Yeah, that's nice straw man. If they ban it, what exactly are you banning? Is it requirement for AP classes that you teach that white people are the evil and the cause of all of today's ills? It is unknown if states of Florida or Oklahoma, which have passed laws prohibiting teaching about race. No, they haven't. They have not passed laws about teaching about race. You can teach about race, just not in a racist way. But these lefties, they can't help themselves. They're so racist. They're such group-minded animals. They really are. It's disgusting. On the other hand, the rest of this post is literally about how the AP is reinstating the founding. Hey, long time no see, Alex Whitman Jones. Yes, I agree. Let's go to the next one. I've been busy. Real life has been a fucking shitstorm to me. Let's say that. But hey, listen. I've been hustling, man. And ooh, guess what? I don't even know if I should tell you. I don't have to tell anybody. I won't tell anybody. Anyways. Don't say gay. I'm already bored of that. All right, guys. I have a question for you. What would you say the home ownership rate in China is right now? I'll tell you. When I read this article, I had no godly idea. And the answer will shock you. And let me ask you a serious question. What is the United States? And is China's homeowner rate higher or lower than the United States? Now, I'm going to be honest with you. You don't even really... Does anybody really own a home in China, considering it's 99-year leases? But let's read this article. The answer will shock you. By the way, the article is about there's a financial bubble, real estate bubble in China, apparently. The financial woes of real estate giant, real estate developer Evergrande, which carries an estimated $300 billion in debt, has rekindled global fears that China's property bubble is about to burst. Such predictions have repeatedly occurred in the past, in particular since in 2010, which have fueled by repeated rises of property prices, construction volumes, and real estate debt. Where'd my picture go? Supposed to be something here. Oh, it's an ad. Today, many analysts fear that if the property bubble collapses, the impact of the real economy will be devastating. Some expect China's growth potential to decrease dramatically to 4% per year from about 8%, during about 2010 to 2019, or even lower. Yet, the current property market turmoil originates in regulatory action to reduce financial leverage. It may not lead to full-fledged financial meltdown if authorities keep the situation under control. But most important, the reducing share of construction and real estate activity may slow GDP, in short, but would benefit China's transition to more productive, sustainable growth. So what's going on here? After its liberalization in the 1990s, China's property market witnessed a sustained expansion of only minor corrections lasting no more than a few months. The government supported the property sector to strengthen the urban middle class and underpin the growth. Banks started issuing home loans in 1997. Up until that point, there was no home loans. That's kind of crazy. I listened to this economist. Oh, you're right, Tony Tran. You're right, 90%. I listened to this economist. He was saying that in China, people have an insane savings rate. First of all, your bank pays you like an interest rate, like 5%. But people pay cash down for cars. They pay like they'll buy a car completely in cash. They save up for stuff in cash. They don't want to be in debt. Being in debt is a shameful. So I was told. A bank started issuing home loans in 1997, and credit was easily accessible to both developers and households. Housing became a preferred investment vehicle for the Chinese, and bank deposit rates were kept artificially low. The stock market suffered a severe crash in 2007 2015. All right. Today, homeownership rate exceeds 90%. Yeah, man, you got it right. The homeownership rate in China is 90%. Wait, what? There's 1 billion homeowners in China. Allegedly. I mean, how do you exactly own a home in China? It seems that's whatever. And about so compared to the United States, 65%, and about 70% of the household wealth, far higher than the Western country, is held in real estate. So that's all I wanted to say. Is China has 90% home ownership rate. Amazing. After the global financial crisis, the government used property sector to spur growth via recurrent waves of easy credit. As a result, residential property prices have more than doubled in the last 15 years alone. Nice. Good job, China. Uh-oh. That doesn't look good. The real estate bubble was fueled by vast increases in both mortgage and developer credit. I don't understand all these, but we're going to look at these charts here. Purchased land. Looks like purchased land is going down. Floor space available. Looks like it peaked and it's kind of going down. Then we got floor space under construction. It's ramping up. It looks like that's fine. Looks like those are under equal. What triggered Evergrande's? What's the problem? The real estate bubble's view. So there's a bubble. Real estate debt exceeds 50% of the GDP at the end of 2021. Holy crap. So these people, their economy is fueled by building houses. Oh my God. Holy shit, China's in debt. To who? Who is China in debt to? Which is almost 20. It's almost doubled. All right. Wait. Okay. The scale of building boom unleashed by China's growth stimuli is impressive. Financial Times reports that over 2 years, China produced more cement than the United States did in the 20th century. In the last 15 years, and also all that cement produces lots of CO2, by the way. Today, China's real estate activity, including construction, accounts for 30% of the GDP annually, compared to about 15 or 20% for developed nations. Yeah, as I say, they're getting over their second stage country. This is a long article. Look where you go. Or I'm done. I'm bored of this article. LA sank them into debt. Will this family find a better life in rural California? How about rural Iowa? Why's it got to be California still? And how about we change? I don't understand. Why not go to Texas? That's what everyone else is doing. It literally is like, hey, when you guys transplant, can you just stay inside the state? Nukes cause global warming too, but the government doesn't seem too concerned about that. Don't worry about that, bro. That's not even a thing. Nuclear winter. Luz Puebla began the long drive north with her 3 daughters. I hate these pieces that begin of like, we're gonna focus on one family and give you like a narrative. Ahead, her husband and her eldest son led the way in a U-Haul. 10 years of their lives packed inside. On the Golden State Freeway, Puebla glanced downtown LA skyline. Look, she said, it might be the last time you see the city in some time. There was no response from her kids, who had nodded off to sleep. They drove off. What is this accent? Shut up, there is no accent. They drove off through the Tejon Pass, through miles of valleys. Then orchards sparkled with fruit trees and recall Newsom signs. Like so many immigrants before her, Puebla had come to LA with little more than a change of clothes. You mean illegal? Is she an illegal? Why don't you tell if her legal or not? With a vision of a grand, wealthy place where her dreams would come true. But in recent years, it has seemed though she and her husband couldn't get ahead. How come he's got a different name than her? Eleazar Cabarra. Is it because they're not married? That way they can mooch off the welfare system better. When you're not married to the government, she counts as a single mom and he's just a guy who's living there off the grid. God, I wish I could do this type of shit. It's so unscrupulous. The rent on their Southgate apartment was set to increase. In the COVID-19 pandemic, Cabarra's hours as a maintenance man were cut. Not only were they failing to save money, they were also sinking further into debt. Their door was feet away from a busy street. Crime and homelessness seemed to be getting worse. Well, that's kind of rude against the homeless people. The homeless people don't cause crime. Why do you associate? They're just... That's so mean against the homeless people. With the kids home all day learning online, their apartment seemed too small. So, let's be honest, because you got 10 other people living there. So on a fall day last year, they headed to Huron, a town of 6,000 people with no stoplights. Dude, I went to a town of 2,000 people that has stoplights. Stop it. Stop it. Shut up. The town has stoplights. Don't be stupid. Okay? Surrounded by grape fields and pistachio groves. While some urban dwellers fled to less crowded regions during the pandemic. You mean Texas? Working class immigrants largely stayed put. What do you mean by immigrants? You mean Mexicans? Illegal immigrants? Legal immigrants? You mean fucking Latinos? I hate this, man. This is so racist. By fucking immigrant, they mean Latinos. They use them interchangeably. These people are fucking disgusting, man. What the fuck is wrong with... Who's this author of this piece? Oh my god. Alejandra Reyes. Oh, it's gross. Puebla 44 is among the relatively few who have left, turning from LA, long a beacon for immigrants from Latin America and Asia. The people questioned the decision. What would kids do for fun? Your kids already spend all day indoors anyways. What do you mean, what will they do for fun? This is your... They might not have the same shot at success. What do you mean? What do you mean same shot at success? Like making it big? That might make it bigger. Puebla and her husband decided her own family had more opportunity. Yeah, what do you guys... Oh, you're leaving LA? Why? LA is the best. It's overpriced. I pay $3,000 for my studio. Pueblo arrived in LA in 2004, 8 months pregnant, fleeing from a boyfriend's threats. In a bag, she carried a pair of socks and a chair. One pair of socks? What's wrong with her? What an idiot. What woman only has one pair? An English teacher in her native Guadalajara. She hoped to teach English in the United States. An illegal immigrant. Is she illegal or not? Nobody tells you anymore. They try to hide that fact as best as they can. Her godmother in LA had pressed her to come, but her father lived in the city. He was homeless. After couching, she found a job cleaning houses. Hold on. She started her American life with no place to live, cleaning houses. Okay, so I don't care about this one lady. For 10 years, she built her life and dreams in their 2-bedroom apartment each morning. And I was going to say that her husband she has a husband, right? He's a cuck. Husband's a cuck, raising someone else's child. She and her husband. Oh my God. This lady. You didn't get married and you got pregnant? What is wrong with you? You a baby mama. And she didn't have access to Planned Parenthood. Oh, shut up. Her godmother in LA had pressed her to come. After couching, she found a job cleaning houses with a non-profit called Elizabeth House. She eventually rented a small apartment. She met Cabrera when he came to fix her toilet. She hit on her toilet repair guy. I love it. That's so funny. How'd you meet her mom? Well, she clogged the toilet. I came over with a plunger to unclog it. Your mother had taken the biggest shit I've ever seen, son. That's how I met your mother. For 10 years, Puebla built the life of her dreams. Oh my God. She fed her soul by meditating, practicing Huaigan, and doing crafts. A former teacher, she made once a majority white industrial community, Southgate, now 96% Latino after migrants decamped to the suburbs in 1970s, 80s. It's affordable and close to jobs that Latinos will do in LA, like janitorial services and landscaping and construction, says Luis Nuno, a racist professor. Many people move to where their jobs are going to afford to live. The kind of place where Pueblo Cabrera can go to with fellow immigrants offering social support. Who immigrated to California from Mexico in the 1980s, taught himself maintenance carpentry work. Eventually moved into building management. He became a legal permanent resident. So he was a fucking illegal oh my God. While Puebla has remained without her papers. What is she doing this whole fucking time? She's not even trying. I hope she gets deported. For a decade, Puebla's family got by mostly on her husband's salary. She managed their apartment building in exchange for cheaper rent. 1,000 instead of 1,700. So the rent inched higher along with gas. Their debts skyrocketed to more than 25. Wait. With the pandemic, inside the apartments were put off to avoid repairs to avoid transmitting the virus. His overcut. Their debts skyrocketed to 25,000. Their kids, their 3 kids and a girl, grew restless and bored of Zoom school. Puebla did what she could to entertain them. Recently, more homeless people were walking through the neighborhood, and with an uptick of shootings, 2 cars were set ablaze. While we were there, we started to see more violence, more aggression. On a quail hunting trip. Well, Dude, imagine how bad it must be that your fucking Hispanic kids don't even feel safe in a Hispanic neighborhood. Imagine how the fucking white people feel there, you assholes. What the fuck? Whale hunting trip in the area. They had told their friends about their struggles and asked for job referrals. I can't listen. For Pueblo, after decades of crowds over, the open space was freeing. Oh, guys. It was a journey for many rich. It was like the first chance they ever got to see fields. Oh my god. She dreamed of her own garden and wide open places. This is a self-sustaining life, a homestead. New home now. I already have 2 friends. After arriving in the New Huron, she plays in the dirt, Weme agricultural fields. Then reality set in. The kids were bored. There was no after-school activities. Even the advanced classes weren't challenging. The kids were quickly tired of the food options. 7 taquerias and 1 pizza shop by there. What the hell is a taqueria? What is that?
Taqueria.
Place where tacos, burritos, and Mexican dishes are made and sold. You have fucking 7 restaurants and that's not enough for you? Each one's offering different dishes? These fucking people are just bougie, greedy fucks, man. They got it good. He asked for a PS4. The kids want a PS4. I tell you, man, these fucking kids. These fucking kids. Kids want a PS4. Fuck these Californians, man. Their pipes. That's a good one. Okay, Google. I will try this again. Let's real life. Did Obama make propaganda legal? Did Obama repeal a ban on propaganda? Smith-Mundt Act. Yeah, and amendments. What's the most recent amendment? Wait, whoa, what was that? Modernization Act. The Mundt Modernization Act of 2012. House of Foreign Affairs. I know Tony Tran, right? Smith-Mundt Modernization Act. So I was around when the Smith-Mundt Modernization Act of 2012 was act. It made propaganda legal by the United States government, basically. And now we have this article from Gateway Pundit. Documents reveal hundreds of media companies, including conservative media, were paid by federal government to promote COVID-19 vaccines. Well, of course they were. New documents obtained by the Blaze Media through reveal HHS paid major organizations, wish they would have paid me, money to promote COVID-19 vaccines, part of an Arab comprehensive media campaign. How? Shit. Fucking big old socialist titties. I feel calmer now. There we go. Relax now. I was watching the new Ryan Long comedy. Gotta start wrapping up this fucking stream. Alright, I guess I'll end it here. Oh, wait.
It's becoming, it's the Wild West now. It's like.
So this is Radically Moderate, and we're reacting to All Men Need to Womanize.
Like, there's no side women no more.
Nope.
There's no side. There's no woman that's like, I'm going to play my role.
Well, how about this? Ashton Kutcher.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Ashton Kutcher, you know, supposedly stepped out on his
On his 50-year-old wife? Go
on
ahead,
his-
keep going.
Exactly. On his,
She looks great.
okay, hold on. His 50-year-old
but-
hot wife. But hold on.
Insides of 50.
Anyways, the woman that he hooked up with is now out there talking about everything they did. And it's like, damn, to be as famous as Ashton Kutcher and still not be allowed, what's the point of even being successful anymore?
Well, that's why you stay George Clooney if you're going to do it. See, like I said, I did George Clooney. I'm at the point where I'm like,
You don't like George Clooney?
I need. No,
Is that what you were saying?
Fair use.
I'm saying George has to work way less than I do. But George Clooney just said forget being monogamous.
Yeah.
So when you're that, you can womanize. You need to womanize. You need to.
Need it.
People who don't womanize are losing something. They cannot understand what they wanting something else other than a bunch of women. And right now, I'm like, I would suffer if I was 30 years old in the situation I'm in. I would be losing my mind. I would break up with my woman just because I was childish.
Yes,
yeah.
mature.
Just because I said, man, I can't even have her here because it's gonna mess up what I don't even have tomorrow. I can't bring. Cause see, I got a nice house, a nice little car, a nice life, and I can hire a lot of mailroom women.
Oh,
And
wonderful.
you want them to come in and see the company.
Right, part time.
My fish tank. Come on in, sit down, baby. No, just turn on that. Don't worry about it. Get the water out the fridge. A lot of women I'm impressed with water out of the refrigerator.
That's it?
Bottled
A lot of
water?
women.
No, he's talking about the
water out the fridge.
you just press a button.
Yeah,
and
the
water
button,
goes
the
up.
ice work.
The ice.
Like, oh, yeah.
The ice got 3 different settings.
I can have water. You want crushed ice?
Crush, you want crush, sweetie?
The half moon. With the half moon.
Fresh squeezed pomegranate juice? Yes? No? What do you want?
That's all it takes, huh?
It's easy to impress low-level employees.
That's a shame.
God bless it. Not a shame. It's wonderful. When did you have the most? What
Considers
were you
women to
doing
be-
that allowed you to have the most
Considers women to be employees. What?
employees.
What do you mean? What was I
Like
doing?
what point was like what were you doing in your
It was
career
about
that
20. I was 28. I had an epiphany. I mean, I always was all right with girls, but I had an epiphany where it was ridiculous. It was almost, everybody goes through that, where you go, oh, I can get any woman I want.
Nope.
You feel like that. You just feel like that. And once I found out women ain't us, once I found out they like us for other things, which is their downfall. They love us for our minds and all kind of silly stuff like that.
Ridiculous.
I don't know, smart fat girl.
Exactly.
You're hilarious and smart, but
Never gonna happen.
that's not gonna.
And you
Yeah, it's fat.
That shallow. You know you got to upgrade me physically. I upgrade you lifestyle wise and mental.
I need an upgrade physically.
Yeah, you need to upgrade my
I
lifestyle.
need a woman that makes people go, what? I have to objectify you. That's how I do it in the beginning. You know, you objectify. But at 28, what I realized, I went to Brazil.
Good times.
I went to Brazil, and there's people like, oh, you prostitution. It's like, nah, you go there. You have to go there to understand that there's another way to think, that women have another way to think. And you go, oh, these women are not selling, you can swear?
Yeah.
They're not selling pussy. They're selling what you buying. That's American women don't sell what you buying. You might want to buy a jealous woman. You might want to buy a woman that's just cool. You might want to buy a woman that don't talk much. You might want to buy a woman that, and I'm figuratively buying. You don't want to buy what they. If you go into the sneaker store and they keep trying to sell you sandals, you leave. That's what women do here. They try to, you know what you want, but they're trying to sell you what they have. So it's pressure. It's pushing. It's like, don't sell me what I don't want. I want this. Do you have
Yes, guys want what they want.
We work the transaction, whether it be my life, whether it be a hug, whether it be
But you
emotions,
saying
whether
they
it be
start off saying they do have it.
they
Like, come in here. We got all that.
they size you up to what you want. And what they look into you and see, okay, this dude's looking for this. Like, I would have those girls act jealous, and I'd be like, how can I? And I would feel like I was sneaking around, but I'd be like, y'all are whores. So I would have to get out of this zone. I started to learn how to be completely honest there, where I go, wait a minute now, you know, if it's free, you have a chance to maybe be my fake girlfriend here. But if I do anything I want to, but keep it charming. You never treat a woman.
How long were you there
she
for, by the way?
is. Oh, I used to go all the time, man.
You were living. You were.
Twice a year. I loved it. People, oh, you got to go over there. Nah, it's just what it made me understand is that we settle here for way less than we should. You go to England. I met a girl. Here's how impressed she was. She was gorgeous. First of all, you go to Liverpool. You ever go to Liverpool?
Never have been.
That's where the slave ships landed first before they came to America. It's docks. And so you had uncut, meaning just pure Africans fucking with those pure white women. And they would have kids. And you get these 6 foot 2 inch tall, green eye, freckle face, light skinned girls. They're beautiful. They was walking around here, people would lose.
That's not how that happened, you dumbass. That's not how that fucking happens.
And they appreciate a good conversation. They appreciate.
It's from the fucking 6'8" tall guys. They're fucking, you dumbass.
that most men here are circumcised. This is what you don't realize. You don't realize that the girl, she saw my shit, right? And I'm not packing no wood enough where I pull it out, girl goes, so she went, And I was like, all right.
All right, what's
I feel
up?
good about myself. But she's just like, it's so pretty.
Didn't have a
No
weird
skin, no, it was, but
Clean.
you realize that
Good, clean
it's a
penis.
dangerous operation to get that done. It's only an aesthetic operation. Has nothing to do with health.
Yeah,
It's just.
What?
you have
We
a
are
pretty-
now going down the.
When she saw it, you go, what? Like she just loved that. So here,
God, what a standard.
right, that's what I'm saying. But this is
Amazing.
what you realize. Here, we're supermen everywhere else. We're supermen, but we're here on Krypton with
Right.
Kryptonian bitches that don't have respect for what you are.
Oh my
So you don't know.
God, that's true.
Bitches.
Yes.
God, that's
You don't
fucking
know-
true.
You don't know you can stop a train and leap buildings. They like what?
God,
what's
ain't that the
What's wrong
fucking
with you?
truth?
You make me feel like Clark Kent, but there's chicks that make you feel like Superman. So when
God,
you come
he's a
back
genius.
around,
He's a prophet.
you come back around and they now see Superman because you treat him like you Superman. You go, I'm better than you.
When you come back from
when
these
you
places.
come back from these places, you go, I'm better than you.
Better than
so
who?
they see women and they see Superman as opposed to Clark Kent, and you let them know your superpowers, and they go, holy, I'm just Lois Lane. Remember,
Tony, you're hilarious.
gets close to Superman is a regular mortal bum ass woman.
That's not nice. to say that
Listen,
Lois Lane.
Lois Lane's a bum. What is she to Superman?
She was a reporter.
She stinks though. In terms of his life, he should be messing with at least Spider Woman,
Someone high.
but he messes with. So Lois Lane.
Spider Woman.
With Low is.
Low is Lane.
Her name is Lo.
I'm Superman, and you need to act accordingly. I'm not no bum. You shouldn't have. You should respect that I'm Superman. That's it. It's not arrogance. It's just the fact that a woman, and this is the king and queen system. This is what I'm saying. As a king, you can marry a woman and bring her up to the
Bring
highest
her up.
level. That's it.
Bring her up.
A woman can't bring a man up to his
You
highest
said that.
level.
You said that last time.
And it is what it is.
If you're-
There's a superwoman, I believe.
But if he's saying
Yeah,
like the
but she's-
Queen of England, the Queen of England is married.
Yeah.
That dude is not the King of England.
Right. It is what it is.
He's not the King of England.
And there
He's
are
just her
super
husband.
women. There are some amazing women. Like you go with women, you go, if a woman goes, I beat you in basketball, I'll beat you in a race. I go, I'm a 42-year-old fat guy.
Of course you can.
You can't beat your equivalent. Like if I play a WNBA player in a game, she'll probably beat me to death.
I hope so.
But she plays the wackest player in the NBA, she'll lose 20-0.
Damn.
It is what it is. But men are
You don't agree, K Fox?
men are great.
I mean, I'd have to see it, but I wouldn't say.
Bruh, you fucking kidding me? The shortest guy in the NBA.
Oh well, 1, 2. Give him
Yeah.
whatever.
No, I mean, I hate to say that he's right. K Fox, I don't think
It is what it
Have
is.
we ever seen that done?
woman against.
No one wants to embarrass a woman
In
like that.
WNBA against the whack is doing the NBA?
Yeah, you don't want to see that.
Yeah.
I'd like to see it.
No, you wouldn't.
Listen, guys, there was a situation where one of the Olympic teams lost to a bunch of 8th grade boys.
You couldn't. You
I
wouldn't.
feel bad about it.
The
afterwards.
12th
Was
man
it
on the
freshman
worst team
boys?
in the NBA?
They like lost to a group of high
destroy
schoolers. The Olympic women's team
What you
lost to
gonna do?
high
All he had to do is
schoolers.
Do what he does. She's a girl.
I mean, physically,
God,
of course.
K-pop.
Men are physically stronger than women.
Thank you.
I don't think that's
At least
a debate.
give us that. Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Thank you, obviously.
Men are fundamentally better than women.
Yes, as an
That's-
animal.
Yes.
Because we don't spend a lot of time unless you're
As
gay.
an animal, you're like
Unless
Dwight
you're, unless
Schrute.
you're gay. We don't spend a lot of time wondering what it's like to be women. Women spend a lot of time wondering what it's like to be us.
I disagree.
I've sat down to pee before.
She says she disagrees.
Sitting down to pee is sad.
It's sad.
Why?
It is. I've done it. I thought I had to do something else, and I just sat there in a pee position.
Well, you sit down and take a shit, that's for sure.
Right, but that's what I imagine. You sit down, and that's you go. We all sit down and take a shit, but then it's like, oh, well, I don't really have to shit, but I'm just sitting here peeing, and you just go, ugh. You just feel sad. It's sad,
The urine just falls out of you.
but that's why somebody as fine as K Fox is mad.
I'm not upset.
8th grade is
I
middle
think
school.
that it's sad that you feel
Look
that
at it.
way
Look.
sometimes.
You can tell what I ain't upset. She would never give me the dignity of agreeing that she's
No,
a little
I've
upset.
agreed with some points that you made. Did I not?
She did. She did.
And here's the thing I love about her. She look. If I thought that I really was trying, she's gorgeous. I think she's sexy.
Thank you.
Here's the thing. No one's gonna say, look, she's used to guys being afraid of her. That's one thing. Guys are so afraid of her when she starts to get K.
I'm sorry.
Well said.
It was a 15 under boy squad beat the U.S. Nationals team in a scrimmage.
I'd like to see how you handle it, so please proceed.
She's impossible, man.
Yeah, you could tell.
You guys.
It's just, all you gotta do. This is the problem with. Let's say, did I talk about this before? If she was an animal.
Mm-mm.
Wait, no. Last time or?
Yeah.
No, if she was an animal,
We
what?
we did the king and queen thing. We didn't do
But
the animal thing.
if she was an animal, this is the problem with a lot of women.
Guys, do you recognize that third picture?
Well said.
Abusive creatures. Let's say
Is that Megan Rappaport? Or what the
shark.
fuck's her name?
Well done.
a great white shark.
Is that Joe Biden?
I ain't right.
She's a girl shark. A tiger.
That's that fucking lady who's been like, me.
She's gonna walk around, and the only way she's gonna feel like a girl, which is what women want to do, is to be with a man tiger. But what happens is men tigers are stronger than women tigers, and you get these women tigers that want to be stronger than who they're with. So they date outside their creature. They date a deer.
I've never seen that before.
Because deers date not. I mean,
Oh,
this
yeah,
is our
she's
animal.
a
We don't-
tiger.
All right, we're losing our train of thought here. We're gonna end it there. All right, if you guys like this type of content, share it with your friends. Leave a like on the stream. It's very important to help this channel grow after we were deleted. And we'll do a stream again soon. Keep it real.